Good morning, class. Tuesday, 7 April 2020, online lesson number 6, Learning Zone, Unit 5, Lesson F, Review, Grammar Zone, Conditionals. We will be in our student book, again, page 68, and workbook, page 68. Let's begin. Class, we will be on page 68 today in order to do our review, 68 in our student books. And we will be reviewing yesterday's grammar concepts in this lesson, including conditional sentences, a little bit about sentence structure, or what is commonly referred to as syntax, imperative verbs, and modal verbs. This, of course, is day 2 of our lesson. Let's begin by reviewing a few key terms. Here are a few of the key definitions, key terms that we will be working with in this lesson. To begin with, conditional sentence, a sentence that has an if clause and a main clause. A conditional sentence states that if the situation, the condition, is true, then something happens. A conditional sentence is made up of two parts, the if clause and the main clause. Imperative verb. An imperative verb is a verb that gives an order or command. Example, clean your room now. Modal verb. A modal verb tells us the likelihood of something happening. Verbs such as can, could, may are examples of modal verbs. Let's go to our student book and review Lesson F. Class, here we are on page 68 in our student books, and you can read along with me. You can see exactly, I've posted exactly what is in the student book, so let me read it. A conditional sentence has two clauses, an if clause and a main clause. A conditional sentence states that if a situation, the condition, is true, then something happens, the result. In a zero conditional sentence, both the if clause and the main clause are in the simple present tense because they are always true. Let's remember, class, one of the uses of simple present tense is to speak about facts. The earth is round. Is simple present tense of the verb to be. The sun rises in the east. Simple present tense of the verb rise. Both of these examples are facts. All facts are true, of course, because they are facts. And facts are always stated in the simple present tense. So with a zero conditional sentence, both the if clause and the main clause are true, and since they are true, it means they are facts, and we use simple present tense. We have an example here. If I am sick, I have to rest in bed. The conditional clause if is in simple present tense, I am, and the main clause is also in simple present tense, have. I have to rest. Class, here's a little additional information about the zero conditional. We can make a zero conditional sentence with two present simple verbs. We just spoke about that. One in the if clause and one in the main clause. And here we have a little diagram of how the sentence would be structured. And we have the if plus present simple, and then the main clause includes a present simple verb. This conditional is used when the result will always happen. So if water reaches 100 degrees, it always boils. It's a fact. I'm talking in general, not about one particular situation. The result of the if clause is always the main clause. That's a little bit difficult to understand maybe, but let's just try to remember zero conditional always talks about things that are true. Now, the if in the conditional can usually be replaced by when without changing the meaning. For example, if water reaches 100 degrees, it boils. It is always true there can't be a different result sometimes. If I eat peanuts, I am sick. This is true only for me, maybe, not for everyone. But it's still true that I'm sick every time I eat peanuts. So once again, class, the really important thing here, zero conditional is used to talk about events, things that are true and always true. The if part of the sentence must be true, and the main clause must also be true. We have a few additional examples. If people eat too much, they get fat. If you touch a fire, you get burned. People die if they don't eat. You get water if you mix hydrogen and oxygen. Snakes bite if they are scared. If babies are hungry, they cry. And in these examples, you can see the if part of the sentence sometimes comes first and sometimes comes last. Both are correct. Okay, let's move on. Class, here is the exercise that I asked you to do yesterday, and I believe Donna is the only person who did the exercise. Lisa, you left class early without my permission, and as far as I can tell, you did not do the exercise. So this is especially for you, Lisa, and everyone else who did not do this exercise. I would like you to do the exercise today and send it to me. So the exercise is self-explanatory. If you have not done it, be sure to do it today. Class, let's now turn to our workbooks, page 68 and page 69. Please complete exercises 1, 2, and 3 on page 68 and exercise 4 on page 69. After completion, send your work to me any way you like. You know how to do it. Follow this link to complete an interactive zero conditional worksheet. This worksheet might be a little bit difficult, but you can figure it out, I'm pretty sure. Once you're done the worksheet, send me your score. Just let me know how well you did. You can post your score on Messenger. For homework, in your notebook, write 10 zero conditional sentences of your own, and of course, send them to me. Goodbye, class. See you tomorrow.